Howdy, folks. Welcome to Gun Sanctuary. Today we're riding off the beaten path and taking a look at some of the wildest, weirdest firearms ever made. Now, we all love a classic Colt 1911, the unstoppable AK-47, or the legendary MP5, right? But today, we're rustling up something different. 10 guns so strange, so unexpected, that you won't believe someone actually thought they'd be a good idea. Some of them look downright odd. Some have a face only a designer could love, and a few look like they're straight out of a sci-fi flick. Think you've seen it all when it comes to firearms? Think again. Stick around. And by the end of this video, let me know in the comments which of these guns left you scratching your head the most. Now let's saddle up and dive into the list. First up on the list, we've got the Armscore M1600, a rifle that looks like the M16's quirky cousin. This little beast fires .22 LR cartridges, so it's more for backyard plinkin' or huntin' small critters than any serious shootout. The design? Well, it's got a short grip and a wooden stock instead of the M16's sleek polymer, which gives it a bit of a funky look. Budget-friendly and kinda fun. The M1600's more of a novelty than a heavy hitter, but hey, it's got charm, and it'll get the job done for what it's meant for. Now here's a gun that looks like it came from a galaxy far, far away, the Calico M100. This carbine sports a 100-round helical magazine sitting right on top, giving it a look that's hard to forget. With a detachable barrel and a foldable stock, this thing can go from pistol to carbine faster than you can say yeehaw. Priced around $850 in the States. The Calico M100 may not be the prettiest horse in the stable, but it sure is one of a kind. Functionality? Well, let's just say it's got style, if nothing else.
What's a good color for spray paint targets? White. All long-range targets are white. White's the best.
Next on the lineup is the High Standard Model 10, a shotgun that looks futuristic but had its fair share of troubles. The Model 10A and 10B were designed as police weapons here in the good old US of A. With a bullpup design, they aimed to pack power in a small package. The Model A had a built-in tactical flashlight, while the Model B featured a detachable one. But between cycling issues and a stiff trigger, this shotgun didn't exactly win over law enforcement. Still, it's a curious piece that makes you wonder what could have been.
That's a badass gun. God bless America.
Let's mosey on back to the 1800s for this one. The Palm Pistol Protector. Made in France in 1882, this oddball was designed for self-defense and fired with your palm, not your finger. Modern versions even shoot .38 special cartridges. It might not be the comfiest gun to handle, but it sure is an interesting piece of history. Perfect for close encounters, this little fella is a strange relic of the past, offering a unique take on what a self-defense weapon could look like back in the day.
Mango! Oh!
Now, if you're into foldable gadgets, the Magpul FMG9 is right up your alley. Originally a prototype in 2008, it hit the shelves in 2021 as a real-deal 9mm submachine gun. Compact and boxy, this gun folds up small and transforms into a full-sized submachine gun in seconds. It's gained quite a following thanks to video games and airsoft enthusiasts, and for good reason. Though it ain't the ugliest gun out there, its design is a real head-turner, making it perfect for sneaky situations or up-close encounters. Stepping back into the 1950s, we find the Korobov TKB-022, a Soviet experiment that almost rivaled the AK-47. With a bullpup design and lightweight plastic materials, it was easy to handle, though it had a lower rate of fire than the AK. Soviet brass found its design too radical, and its durability left something to be desired. This rifle might not have won over the military, but it's still a fascinating piece of history and a symbol of the experimental spirit of the era. In the 1980s, Heckler & Koch introduced the CAWS, an automatic shotgun made for the U.S. military's close combat needs. This 12-gauge prototype was fully ambidextrous, designed to work in the tightest situations. Though it showed promise in trials, the program was shelved and the CAWS never saw action. Shame, really. Who wouldn't want to see a high-powered automatic shotgun in action? It's one of those guns that makes you wonder what might have been if it had gone mainstream. Let's rewind further to the 1700s with harmonica guns. These percussion firearms had a harmonica-shaped magazine that allowed multiple rounds to be fired in succession. This magazine slid across the gun's frame, which threw off its balance and made it prone to jams. It was an innovative idea for the time, but revolvers quickly outshined it. Today, harmonica guns are a quirky reminder of the early days of firearm experimentation, a piece of history that'll get any collector's attention. This here's the RT-20 from Croatia, a rifle so big and bad it's meant to knock out tanks. With 20 by 110 millimeter cartridges, it's got a kick like a mule, and the backblast is strong enough to knock your hat off. Built with a gas exhaust system to tame the recoil, this rifle is one mean piece of machinery. Sure, it ain't exactly practical for every occasion, but for those who need serious firepower, the RT-20 does the job and then some. Not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. And here we are, folks, the #1 oddball, the Apache revolver. Made in France in the 1860s, this contraption combines a revolver, a knife, and brass knuckles all in one. With no real grip and no barrel, it's not exactly a long-range weapon, but up close, let's just say it's got plenty of personality. This hybrid was a favorite of Parisian street gangs, and you can see why. Up close, it's downright intimidating. Definitely a unique piece of firearm history. Well, there you have it. 10 of the strangest, most out-there firearms to ever come out of a designer's wild imagination. Some were ahead of their time, some were experiments gone wrong, and others just plain wild. Which one was your favorite, and which one made you do a double take? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss out on any of the gunslinging action here at Gun Sanctuary. Until next time, keep your powder dry and your aim true.